Visit abboteservices.com for fast medical transcription service. This podcast episode is brought to you by AB Music Creative.
So I'm assuming umabot ka sa point na kine-question mo na yung sarili mong judgment.
Bakit pattern, di ba? Madami, like getting a job. Like, hindi ako nagtatagal. Siguro mga 1 taon, 2 taon, di ba? Parang, bakit ganun? Nagsasawa ka ba? Di ba? Kaagad? Yung mga ganun. So, when you make decisions, you have to check talaga kung ito talaga ba yung gusto mong gawin.
Hindi ka apologetic. And sinabi mo, guys, may sasabihin ako sa inyo, I have to hang it up because I have to find a job. Ang sinabi mo was, you have to sustain your livelihood kasi nung time na yun, yung may bahay ka and you were doing that and binigay mo sa amin si Kenneth Ilagan. Yung mga part na yun, like, hindi mo kami iniiwanan sa ere. You'd go, pero may bibigay kang maganda naman sa amin.
Dapat lang.
Parang gano'n. Like when you left Introvoys, binigay mo sa amin si Vic Carpio. But you leave. You have no problem leaving. And ngayon doon ko lang na-realize na you left us, me and the rest of the boys, to pursue something that would benefit you.
Ang sakit naman.
Welcome to the Paco's Place podcast. Rejuvenate your smile with Dr. Lourdes Capelong's comprehensive range of dental solutions. Along with general dentistry, Dr. Capelong specializes in cosmetic dentistry, including teeth whitening, bonding, dental veneers, and surgical crowns. Whether it's urgent care or preventive treatment, she'll take care of you and your smile. To schedule an appointment, call the clinic at area code 323-257-7582. Exciting news, guys! Our summer flight giveaway is officially here, and we are thrilled to offer you the chance to win one of 20 free flights. Whether you want to surprise your loved ones or treat yourself to a spontaneous getaway, this giveaway is perfect for you. Participating is easy. Simply download the Sendwave app and register. Make sure to enter promo code Paco if this is your first time sending. From August 11 to September 8, 2023, send $300 or more using Sendwave and you'll automatically be entered into the draw for a chance to win. But wait, there's more. To boost your chances of winning, for every additional $100 you send, you'll earn an extra entry into the giveaway. So the more you send, the higher your chances of winning a free flight. Don't miss out on this fantastic opportunity to send money with love and potentially win a memorable flight experience. Download the Sendwave app, enter the giveaway, and get ready to embark on an incredible journey. But right now, let's go for an incredible podcast. And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, great honor, great pleasure. Thank you very much for being here. My brother, Mr. G3 Misa!
Hello, guys.
Finally, sabi siya nung lumapit ka sa mic.
Nga, yan. Sorry.
Pwede ka naman umatras pero kailangan kasama mo yung mic.
Okay.
Di ba? Ang daming taong nakakaalam na tayong dalawa, we've gone a long way ever since nagkaroon tayo ng banda, mga ganon. Pero ang dami pa rin hindi nakakaalam kung gaano kalalim ang isang G3 Misa. You were really active being an 80s kind of guy, tapos naging hard rock kind of guy. Music has always been inside. You're an inspiration in terms of how you are self-made, even if technically you were born with a silver spoon. Nagigets mo ibig sabihin?
Silver spoon.
Oh, a lot of people would rely on mom and dad. Pero ikaw at an early age, you knew that mom and dad were there, but they won't be where they are forever. I have to think of myself. And you were very entrepreneurial, magaling ka mag-isip.
Mm-hmm.
Kailan nagsimula to sa'yo?
Okay, that's a good question. Kasi yung sister ko nagkasakit at an early age. Like, she was 10 and I was 16.
Ilan kayo magkapatid?
2 lang.
Okay.
Nagkasakit siya and nakita ko nahihirapan yung mga magulang ko, 'di ba? So I told myself na I really have to make sure that I'm able to help out. So at an early age, like 16
high school. Oo.
Mm-hmm. That was the time when I started, alam mo yung buy and sell newspaper?
Yeah.
Nangungulekta ako noon, parang ganito kataas yung buy and sell newspaper. Nagba-buy and sell lang ako ng mga gitara. And it's funny because marami akong nakilala sa buy and sell, si Jonathan Manuel, yung yung mga kabanda ko sa Shanghai, yun, nakilala ko sa buy and sell. There are a lot of musicians buying and selling guitars, and because of
16 ka nito, ha?
because of that, I was able to put up a studio, a rehearsal studio in Tahanan Village. And,
Ito yung sessions na.
ito yung session studio. Okay. And yun, parang doon na nagsimula, nag-expand ako sa Makati Cinema Square. But yung mentality ko talaga, I really have to earn a living. I really have to be independent.
Ano yung umaandar sa utak mo na, hobby lang to? Or kailangan may urgency?
Kailangan may urgency kasi, yun nga yung parents ko, nakita ko yung nahihirapan sila eh. Parang hindi na sila mahirap pag meron may sakit sa pamilya, di ba? And I just wanted them to enjoy life. Parang don't worry about me. Di ba? Parang kaya ko to. Don't worry about me. Just focus on my sister. So ako, I just tried to, take care of myself. Umalis ako sa bahay. I lived on my own. Mystery tayo na, di ba? We were bandmates. Pero yun, yung ginagawa ko noon, I was managing a studio, which was my own session studio. And at the same time, I was also working a 9-to-5 job.
Okay. Now, yung pagbabanda mo, kailan you're a guitar player. When did that start?
Nung 15.
Matanda ka na nung natuto ka actually. That's not young, di ba?
Well, nung mga 12 ako, 12, 13, I would see my dad playing acoustic guitar.
Okay.
So, acoustic guitar lang, 3 chords, yun lang, D, A, G, puro ganun lang. But the first time I held an electric guitar was 15. So, meron akong kapitbahay nun. Yung pinakaunang electric guitar na nahawakan ko sa kapitbahay namin, si Zoilo Tampadong.
Shout out.
Si Zoilo, he was my first electric guitar teacher. Ang tinuro niya sa akin ay She Sells Sanctuary by the Cult. Wala pang distortion nun, kaya ting ting ting. Pero aliw na ako nun, di ba? So, yun. Thanks, Zoy.
Hello. So, ba't gitara? Dahil nagigitara dad mo?
So, I guess it was, yun yung nakikita ko sa, well, may piano kami. So, dalawa. But I would normally just listen to songs and, hindi ako nag-lessons or anything.
Pero arts has always been in the family, no? Yung creative arts.
Yeah.
Your sister is an artist.
Yung dad ko, yung mga first cousins niya, yan, mga nasa entertainment industry.
And you are the nephew of Jim Paredes, also of the Apo Hiking Society. So talagang it's in the blood.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Hindi ka ba na-pressure knowing na uncle ko to, it could work both ways. Pwedeng, pag sinabi kong uncle ko to, people will expect that I have to be at his caliber. Pag hindi ko how did that work? Alam ko nervous
wala
ka.
naman. Oo nga, mukha ba ako nervous? Sorry kasi yung last time kong nag-appear sa ganito, nasa Uncle Bob Lucky 7 Club. Matagal na yun.
Okay, go.
Wala naman pressure. I mean, Tito Jim was always there to help me out. May studio din siya sa may Katipunan sa Loyola. And yun, yung mga binibigyan niya ako ng mga, ito 4-track recorder, ganyan.
So very supportive. Very supportive.
Yeah.
So now, kailan ka nagbuo ng banda? At bakit ka nagbuo ng banda?
Bakit ako nagbuo ng banda?
And ano yung goal? What was the goal of you forming a band? Did you form Shangheid or hindi?
Hindi.
Or you joined it?
I joined it. Yun nga, yung kabayan cell ko, sabi, uy, sali ka sa banda namin. Mag-open kami kay Sting. Oh, yeah. So sabi ko, sige, sali ako.
Tapos?
Pero wala ako dun sa Sting front act. Kasi hindi pa ako sumali malapit na yun eh. So after a few months, that's when I joined.
Okay. Maganda na sinabi mo yun. You're the type of person na hindi impulsive eh. You think things through.
Well, I learned the hard way. I used to be very, very impulsive.
Share. Ano nangyari?
Madami.
Hindi, marami tayong oras, Brad. This is your, kala mo. Tatawa sila. Lumapit ka.
Ayan.
Lumapit ka pa, hindi ka nakikita yung mukha mo.
Gusto mo tago din.
Okay, go.
Hindi. So, impulsive in the sense na yun nga, marami akong mga decisions na maling ginawa. Like mga failed relationships.
Okay.
Diba? That's one.
Mabilis ka in love, in other words.
Hindi sila yung in love sa akin eh.
And then, may sinasagot mo sila kaagad.
Oo, yun.
Without vetting.
Hindi. Parang ganun. Wala akong, like, ito nakakatawa kasi dahil sa daming mga failed relationships, there was a time when I actually asked the therapist, bakit may parang pattern, di ba? And sabi niya, simple lang yun eh, wala kang checklist. Di ba? Wala kang checklist. So, when you meet someone, parang magaling ka mag-adjust. And that could be good, di ba?
Yeah. Kumbaga flexible ka, di ba?
Oo, di ba? Pero that could be also dangerous kasi ibig sabihin, nakaka-adjust ka kahit wala kang checklist. So, kung kunwari, number 1, okay, maganda. Number 2, sexy. Number 3.
So, kung kumbaga yung red flags, nakakaligtaan mo lahat.
Yung red flags, nakakalusot kasi nakaka-adjust ka eh, di ba? So, ayun. Natutunan ko na, when you make a decision, you have to have a checklist para long term.
Right. Now, in the past, when you would jump into a commitment, whether it's a professional or a relational commitment, nung sinasabi mo wala kang checklist, anong repercussions nito sa'yo? I mean, what opened your eyes? Like, minention mo therapy. So, I'm assuming umabot ka sa point na kine-question mo na yung sarili mong judgment.
Bakit pattern, di ba? Madami. Like, even like, getting a job, like, hindi ako nagtatagal. Siguro mga 1 taon, 2 taon, di ba? Parang, bakit ganun? So, ano yun? Nagsasawa ka ba? Di ba? Kaagad? Yung mga ganun. So, you have to really, when you make decisions, you have to check talaga kung ito talaga ba yung gusto mong gawin or parang spur of the moment lang, sige, gawin ko nga to.
Right.
Diba? Pero natutunan ko na you really have to plan. Masaya yung asawa ko, galing magplano nun eh. So natutunan ko sa kanya na, you really have to plan when you make decisions.
Okay. Yung decision making is very important. Yung planning is very important. Sa mga listeners natin, sa mga viewers natin na nanonood, there was a time, one thing that I'm impressed with you is your ability to say no. And knowing you as a person, pagkasama kita, talagang masaya. And pag nagno-no ka, ang hindi ko alam is it easy for you to say no? Is it hard for you to say no? Is it necessary for you to say no, and why?
Yeah, I think it's necessary. You really have to say no at one point kasi ikaw yung mapapahamak nun eh. Diba? Like, I could stay late now, tonight,
Yeah.
diba? Pero I'd have to say no kasi meron akong gagawin bukas, may trabaho ako. Things like those. So, hindi ako bumibigay sa parang peer pressure and stuff. Meron pa rin akong sinusundan na parang priorities. Diba? Kasi yung mga kaibigan mo, nandiyan naman yan eh, diba? I mean,
Right.
They'll understand and you can always make up to it, di ba? But yun nga, if there's something that's coming up and you really have to say no to prioritize that, then yun, gagawin ko yun.
Ang galing, no? Priority. So pag-usapan natin yan. Ano ang criteria ng priority sa buhay? Like at your stage in life, I would like to think na being a musician, it never goes away, di ba? And sometimes iniisip ko, ito kaya si G3 pag nakikita niya kaming tumutugtog or because you're a very, very good guitar player.
Thank you.
And pag nakikita kitang nagpo-post ng video na nasa office ka at nagigitara ka lang doon, iniisip ko, namimiss kaya nito tumugtog. So what goes on in your head? Because you have a baby, you have work, you have a business, you have a family, a close unit family. And music is always part of you. So how hard or how easy was it to...
Yeah, yung music hindi naman mawawala yan, di ba? It's
yung live performance, yan, pag-usapan natin.
Okay, live performance. That's something na nakakamiss, di ba?
And you were good at it.
Well, thanks to you. Ikaw yung nagturo sa akin ng showmanship. Di ba? I mean, everything, like through everything that I learned as a performer, dito ko natutunan.
Thank you. But I'm proud of you for you being...
Kasi dati, I'll just, share. Wala akong sense of like, yung pananamit. But, when I joined Mystery, okay, kailangan namin mag-shopping talaga sa isang store.
American Boulevard.
American Boulevard. Diba sabi ko, ano ba to?
Meron tayong look.
Diba? Basta yun, you have to prioritize your look. You have to know how to spill. You have to know how to, just
connect
to your fans. And dati wala akong alam dyan eh. Di ba? Parang hindi ko alam kung gaano ka-importante lahat yun. But yeah, thanks to this guy, natutunan ko yun.
Thank you also. And gumaling ka nga sa ganun. Tapos you had to give that up. Tapos you had to go focus on your work. You had to do all of these things. Iniisip ko, Papa, how the heck do you do something like that? Kasi ako sinasabi ko palagi, ayoko na, last year ko na to. And then may kumanti lang sa akin na, drums ka, okay.
Yeah, mahirap talaga. I mean, if you go to my house, nandun pa rin lahat ng gitara ko. I mean, it really, of course, I enjoy jamming. The performance, siguro, yun nga, baka yun lang yung trade-off. Like, I'd have to give that up, but I can still jam with my friends, with you. And also my daughter. I have a daughter. She's 15 years old, si Gifana. And she's really great at piano and singing. So, parang accomplishing na makita
yung anak mo
at an early age.
At like, hindi mo pinilit to, di ba?
Oh, hindi ko pinilit. Like, I'm comparing myself when I was 15. Di ba? That's when I picked up an instrument. And then looking at her now, she's so advanced. And, walang ibang joy na may experience mo. Just,
right.
Seeing how your kids pick up, your what you left behind, diba? So masaya na ako doon. And because of that, she goes to high school and an art school, so she's taking vocal conservatory, and at the same time she's doing piano lessons and she's composing, and ang dream niya makapasok sa music college like
Berkeley, mga gano'n. Juilliard. Hindi, acting pa lang Juilliard, no?
Hindi, piano rin. May instruments din yun. But she really wants to compose and she wants to perform, which, nakakataba ng puso, di ba?
But ikaw, you're a songwriter. When did you start writing songs?
Siguro mga nung nasa Shangheid, that was like 1993 or 94. Yun.
Ilan kayong nagsusulat para sa Shangheid?
Actually, ako yung main songwriter. So, si Louie, our vocalist.
Ramirez.
Yeah, Louie Ramirez.
Shout out, Louie. Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Louie. Yeah, so he also co-wrote some songs.
Okay, now that's interesting because hindi ikaw ang nagtayo ng Shangheid. Yet pagdating mo, ikaw ang halos naging chief songwriter ng bandang yan. And you've always been that in life. You see a situation, alam mo kung paano ka pe-place, and all of a sudden, whether it's professional work, secular work, or music, ikaw ang nagiging team leader, ikaw ang nagiging quarterback and all that. Anong mindset ang involved doon para magkaroon ng step up mentality?
Gusto ko kasi excellence, di ba? Like,
have you always been like that kahit nung bata ka?
Meron akong fear of failure. Hindi, alam mo ba?
Is that a curse?
No, hindi naman. But ito, aaminin ko. Like, even hanggang ngayon, like, when I was with Introvoys, sasalpak tayo sa stage. Kinakabahan pa ako noon.
Talaga?
Oo.
Feeling ko yun ang pinakamatagal mong banda eh. Ilan taon ka? Jay, ilan taon si G3 sa Introvoys? Simula 2008 ba? 2008, right? Hanggang 2016, 8 years. Was that your longest?
Yeah, I think so.
No? That was your longest band.
Yeah.
And yet, pinagpalit mo rin yun sa work dahil sa offender ka nung time na yun eh.
Hindi ko na nakayanan eh. Dahil dito sa States kasi mahirap eh, di ba? Pagsabayan like, yun, magigig tayo, puyat, and then the next day, pagpasok ko, para akong bangag.
And what you do by the way, for guys, what he does for a living involves a lot of syntax, involves a lot of characters, lahat ng mga special characters na nakikita. What do you do for a living?
I'm a software engineer.
Okay? Nerd.
Actually,
Yon, pag-usapan natin yun because hindi yun ang kinuha mo sa sa college eh.
magkaklase kami nito eh.
Magkaklase tayo sa college, di ba? So, paano ka nauwi ron? Kasi hindi ako software engineer dahil hindi yun ang kinuha natin sa college.
Okay.
And I remember, nagigig tayo as mystery. Ikaw na magkwento. May mga dala-dala tayong may dala-dala ka mga...
self-study lang ako. So,
go.
I mean, I took business administration.
Right.
May konting computer yon, but it's not like really heavy programming. Pero I really like computers. So pag may mga gig tayo, nagdadala ako ng mga libro.
Mga C#.
Java, C#, mga ganun. Mga web development.
Yes.
So tuwing may break tayo, yun, nag-aaral ako. So sa Shangheid, ginawa ko rin yun eh. Sabi ng mga kabanda ko, ano to, si Raulo yata.
Yun na nga eh. Because dito, ito yung nakakabilib sa'yo ha. Gagawin mo yun. And ang commitment mo is commitment to self. Dahil wala naman prof, wala naman dean, wala naman march, wala naman grades. Gagawin mo yun for you. Anong motivation mo kung bakit mo naisip pumasok sa ganun? Dahil kumikita tayo gabi-gabi nung time na yon. And hindi naman tayo technically naghihirap dahil nga ikaw na nga nagsabi, dahil doon nakapagbukod ka ng sarili mong bahay. Pero
okay.
what
so,
compelled you?
Ganito yung storya nun.
Hay, salamat. Kikwento rin niya.
ganito yung storya nun. So, di ba, nakwento ko, meron akong rehearsal studio.
Yes.
Session rehearsal studio. And, kailangan ko ng reservation systems. Okay. Para makapag-book ng mga customers. Ang mahal nun di ba? Yung motivation ko nun was to learn how to build a reservation system. Which I did. So that was my motivation, to be able to build systems that I could use for my business. So I built a reservation system. I built a payroll system.
Ikaw lahat ang gumawa.
Ako lahat ng gumawa.
So in other words, nakita mo yung need, so may gap dahil para sa mga small business, imbes na bumili ka ng nakasulat na.
At kailangan customized, di ba? So hindi, like, they were off-the-shelf software. Hindi naman fit talaga sa, alam mo yun, like, pang banda, pang recording, di ba? And things like that. So I really had to create my own software. And the only way to do that was to study it.
Wow. While you were working, because habang nagbabanda tayo, you were also working. And may day job ka nun. Tapos biglang meron ka pang time.
Yung day job, kasi kailangan ko i-please yung mga magulang ko na bagong graduate ako. Di ba? Kailangan naman meron akong mapakita na they've put good use sa education. So
was it, I mean, minsan tuloy iniisip ko, were you able to live your life the way you wanted to? Or would you say, ngayon mo palang nagagawa yun?
I would say maraming mga it wasn't really, ang daming obstacles na nangyari. Dahil nga sa pagiging impulsive ko, sa mga decision making ko, ang dami kong failures din di ba? But I'm happy that, they happened. Kasi kung hindi, wala ako dito.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I was able to come to the States was because some company saw my resume online and they saw, magaling sa software engineering to. So, I came here for a job offer.
Okay. Now, I want to focus on that because nung humawak ka ng gitara, I still think na even Vic Carpio and Jonathan Manuel and everybody else will say na isa ka sa pinaka malinis tumugtog, may magandang tone. And you're really very creative, okay? Hindi ka basta gitarista lang. Ngayon, nung pinasok mo yung pagko-code, pagiging software engineer, ikaw na nga nagsabi, may taong taga-ibang bansa na nakakita ng potential mo. So, hindi ka tumigil sa, okay na to. Kaya ko na gumawa ng sarili kong app for payroll. Kaya ko na gumawa ng sarili kong processing system for reservation. Okay na to. What compels you? Kasi hanggang ngayon, ganun ka pa rin What compels you to?
I guess it's yung pagiging adventurous. I wanted to experience a lot of things in life. I was like, when I was in the Philippines, Sabi ko, ano kaya pakiramdam na magtrabaho sa ibang bansa? Actually, nauna ka pa
Nauna
nga
ako.
Nauna ka eh.
Pero magkaiba yung reasons natin. Ako, wala na akong pupuntahan sa Pilipinas. Ikaw, you had everything going sa Pilipinas.
Yeah, I guess it was just for the experience. Like parang, yun nga, sabi ko, parang gusto kong, I want to experience something different. Diba? And I almost did nung 2000, kailan ba yung 9/11? Was that 2001? Yeah. Because I already had like a working visa. And my office was supposed to be there in the World Trade Center.
Buti na lang, no?
And I was supposed to fly out first week of September, di ba? And when I saw what happened, wala. Of course they canceled that.
Right.
And I had to wait 6 years to be able to, you know, get another offer.
Pagdating mo sa States, humble beginnings, right? I mean, you did.
I had $300. My daughter was just born.
Si Jefana.
Jefana, yeah, yung musician ko na daughter. She was a week old when I left for the States. Kasi nga I had to report already. I had a working visa. I had to report. And she was just born at that time. So mahirap, parang grabe, ang hirap nun.
Tulad nun, yun isa-set up ko yung kwento na yun because I was there when that happened. Dumating ka sa States. Dumating ka because dumating ka through an agency, may broker ka, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
You bought out that contract. Or did you just leave?
I left.
Yun pa. And you did that because pumasok sa isip mo, okay, that opportunity served itself.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time to look for another
Mm-hmm. Hindi, kasi yung time na yun, so that agency that actually sponsored me, parang hindi, I don't know if it's the right word to use exploitation.
Exploitation talaga.
Di ba? May mga ganun eh. Like
ikwento mo yung exploitation without really, yung pinagdaanan mo kasi.
So there are companies that look in countries like India, Philippines for programmers, di ba? And then sinasponsor nila, binibigyan nila ng H1B. Tapos papatrabahuin nila.
H1B guys, yun yung working
working visa. So they'll give you like a really low salary, di ba? And in that case, my first job here was in New York, Manhattan. So hindi pwedeng maliit yung salary doon kasi maghanap ka ng apartment.
Yes.
Maghanap ka ng yung cost of living doon mataas. So hirap ako noon. I was riding the train and the
subway. Where saan ka naka-base? Queens? Bronx?
Hindi, I couldn't afford even that. I had to live in Jersey City, which is katabi lang ng New York, but
very in traffic.
Mas mura lang yung mga bahay doon. I was renting a room, just a small room for probably $800 in 2007.
May roommate ka o ikaw lang mag-isa?
Ako lang mag-isa.
Okay.
And yun, madali lang mag-commute papuntang Manhattan eh. Ano lang yun, subway lang. But then, I was doing that for probably 6 months bago ko nadala yung pamilya ko. So it was my wife and my daughter. She was 6 months old. And we were living in a tiny room.
Yeah, that room, right?
That room. And
so daramdam mo yung pressure nun?
Oo. So ayoko naman parang nasa States tayo, dapat hindi naman ganito yung hindi naman dapat yung ganito yung lifestyle, di ba? So parang sabi ko,
time out I hope you guys picked up on it. Ang ganda na sinabi mo, nasa States tayo, dapat hindi ganito ang lifestyle.
Kasi may American dream di ba? So yun yung nasa isip ko, American dream, you should live in dapat mukhang States yung paligid mo.
So kumbaga, in essence, napipicture mo na kung ano dapat ang buhay mo.
Oo.
Okay.
Kasi yung mga movies na pinapanood natin, di ba, maganda yung village, maganda yung, di ba, yung pwede ka mag-bike.
Correct.
Parang Wonder Years, di ba?
Yeah, conducive for family living and all that.
Parang hindi yun yung pagdating ko dito, hindi yun yung setting.
How much did it bother you?
Well, it bothered me because I didn't want my baby growing up in that kind of environment. Yung maingay, puro mga sirens yung narinig mo, yung tunog ng train, di ba? Yung mga gano'n. Tapos nasa maliit kami na kwarto na alam mo yun, wala kaming backyard.
So na-trigger na naman dahil nung 16 ka, na-trigger yung entrepreneurial spirit mo at saka yung motivation mo because of your sister. Ngayon naman, na-trigger na naman because of your mag-ina.
Yeah.
So back to game face ka na naman.
And there was no chance na I would get like a raise from my employer, yung agency. 'Di ba? Kasi nung time na yun, I was working for a client, 'di ba? Yung client ng agency, which was probably, charging,
Paying the agency a lot of money.
paying the agency a lot of money. Kumbaga, kung sabihin natin 100 per hour, yung nakukuha ko lang ng mga 20, mga ganun. Parang
exactly.
ganun. 'Di ba? And so I said, I talked to a lawyer. Sabi ko, tama ba to? Kasi they made me sign a contract, 'di ba? Hindi ako pwede umalis for 3 years. If not, I had to pay like a big amount.
You had to buy out the contract. Sabi
ng lawyer, parang pag umalis ka, hindi ka naman siguro isusunan kasi mahal mag-sue, di ba?
Yeah.
Like the company won't like just go after you. So sige, umalis ka, mag-resign ka, di ba?
So pag time out, pag nag-resign ka, ibig sabihin pati yung H1 mo, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Pati yung working visa mo, bye-bye. So may chance ka ma-out of
so
status.
I had to look for someone who could sponsor. And that was MySpace.
Your space. MySpace. The MySpace.
Yeah, nung time na yun.
Sikat na sikat. Wala pang Facebook nun. May Facebook na ba nun?
May Facebook pero hindi sila kumikita. Alam mo yung parang
wala ba,
yung website
BBS
nila,
pa lang,
yung website nila parang it was very simple. Walang mga, di ba, parang ano lang
Yeah.
diba? Parang Friendster. Ganun
alam mo na,
yung
ganda. Kaya tuwan-tuwa ako siya. Nabutan ko yung humble beginnings mo rito talaga. Yung MySpace.
So
diba?
this guy, nasa New Jersey ako, di ba? And sabi ko, Pax, paano ba yan? Pupunta ako dyan. Sundin mo ako sa sa airport.
Yep.
Tapos lahat ng mga boxes ko, balik-bayan boxes ko,
Didiretso sa bahay.
papadala ko na sa address mo. So,
pati kotse mo, di ba, pinato hanggang dito.
So there were like 10 balik-bayan boxes in front of his like door.
Yeah. Tapos
Thank you.
Oo naman.
I really appreciate everything.
Pati yung pag-interview mo sa MySpace. Hindi ko ba, guys, tuwing dadaan ako ngayon ng calls dito sa Alhambra, ang naalala ko ikaw because we had to buy you a shirt sa calls. Para suotin mo sa interview mo for MySpace. So when you got accepted sa MySpace, how did that feel?
Well, unang-una, parang wow, ang ganda dito sa California, di ba? It's really very
yung
different.
pa lang nun yung pa lang, di ba?
Oo, yung pa lang, yung just looking at the mountains, like the trees and all, it was very different from New Jersey. I mean, from where I live. New Jersey is nice, but Jersey City is very different looking. But well, may magagandang part yun.
Real talk
but
lang
it's just where I stayed.
Right.
It was really not the best.
Wala talaga ibang description
But yeah, I really liked it here. I was able to rent a 2-bedroom apartment.
Anong street sa Airdrome?
Malapit siya sa Beverly Hills.
Yes!
Kasi yung office sa MySpace sa Beverly Hills.
Yes, Beverly Hills gilid.
So 4 miles away lang yung
Tuwa ako noon nakita ko yung offer letter mo. Hindi ko pinansin yung dollar amount. Maganda yung dollar amount pero ang nakita ko ron, free food.
Oo, yun doon din ako. Kaya ako tinanggap yung yung
free
offer.
food, guys. As in, may iimbitahin pa ako ni G3 pumunta rin para lang kumain ng lunch. Free lunch. How was it? Finally, because that was the beginning of living the American dream for you.
Sa tingin ko, yun yung start. Sabi ko, ito na. Like I was happy that I could give my baby a real life, di ba?
Right.
May kwarto na siya, di ba? Ganun. Meron siyang playground na mapupuntahan na malapit lang, yung ganun. And I would bring her to the office sa MySpace, di ba? To meet other, children of yung mga office mates ko.
Yeah.
Ganun.
Did you guys know, kasi ang MySpace parang Titanic and you were in it. It was the biggest social media platform and you were there. did you ever, I don't know kung ano yung NDA mo, no? But did you, and it's okay kung hindi mo masasagot, pero sana sagutin mo, did you ever feel na lulubog tong barko na to? Or did you think it was gonna sail all the way through?
Alam mo, hindi ko nga naisip eh. Kasi I was there, ang ganda ng benefits. It was owned by Fox, di ba? So,
Yeah.
So, pupunta kami sa Fox Studios and all that. And then marami kami mga perks and all. So, hindi ko talaga naisip. And yung Facebook nga, parang it wasn't a threat yet. Kasi,
Talaga.
Parang sabi ko,
I agree. Kasi tinatanong kita nun eh.
parang yung Facebook, paano to kumikita? Wala naman silang ads. Yung MySpace, puro ads, di ba?
Yeah.
Ang lalaki ng mga ads nila.
Yes.
So, hindi namin na-anticipate na meron pala silang ginagawang business model. Di ba? Yung business model nila was the profile pages.
Yep.
Not only for people, but for products.
Yep.
Di ba? Yung
Yung pages mismo, di ba?
yung pages. Yun yung naging Facebook pages. And magaling, di ba?
Kayo ba sa MySpace, kasi ang Facebook, nung nag-IPO sila, nung naging publicly traded company sila, ang model nila, ang style nila was, you could post, yeah, pero we're gonna bottleneck the exposure. As in, kung libre lang yan, we'll probably expose it to 5% of your Facebook friends. Di ba? Ang MySpace ba, kung ilan ang friends mo, pag nag-post ka, lahat ba ng tao makikita yung pinost mo? Or do you throttle it down also? Did you throttle it down?
Wala kaming ganun. Like, ano yun? It was for, we were earning basically through advertising. Yeah. So, Google was advertising through us and a lot of these other mga weird ads.
So, you were selling ad space.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang ganon.
Kaya nga, ang gulo na yung ng itsura eh. Yung Facebook, ang linis, di ba?
Linis.
Pag MySpace. And then we allowed pa yung mga tao to customize. Diba? Minsan talaga sira-sira yung website nila dahil kung ano pinagagawa.
What was the demise of MySpace in your opinion?
Yun nga, hindi nila nakita yung threat. And I guess during that time kasi parang 5 years lang yung, di ba may Friendster, may Multiply,
yes,
and all that. Parang 5 years lang yung naging nun eh.
Yung life cycle.
Yung life cycle nun. So, I don't know, maybe MySpace didn't see that coming, di ba? Masyadong naging, I mean, there was MySpace music.
Yeah.
Di ba? And as a musician, you had to have like a MySpace music
yung
profile.
player, di ba? Yung player na yun.
Yeah, so kampante sila na, MySpace is for artists, for musicians. Pero hanggang doon na lang eh, di ba? I remember we bought out like iMeme and other kung ano mga maliliit na music companies. Pero hindi rin masyado nakatulong eh. So, innovation para mabagal. And, yung Facebook, they were the ones talaga coming up with new features, mga messenger, and yun nga yung pages.
Right.
And, hindi namin nakita. So, until one point na sabi nung management, okay, we have to redesign the MySpace website. So, we were working weekends, we were working overtime.
So, nung sinabi na ng management team nyo na ito ang gagawin natin, did you, as an individual, did you feel na, kasi may intuition ka sa ganun eh, hindi mo naisip na, uy.
Akala namin, kakalabanin namin ni Facebook kasi they were becoming popular, di ba? Yung pala, may balak na ibenta yung MySpace.
Oh, man!
So, nung natapos namin yung redesign, so lahat kami excited. Okay, we're ready to face you, Facebook. Bring it on. Tapos nakita namin na may bumili na pala ng MySpace, yung company Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake, yeah.
And nagkaroon ng layoff. So, yung nakakatakot na part doon, kasi MySpace sponsored my green card, di ba?
Yeah.
And ayaw ko ma-layoff kasi mawawala yun. If you're laid off, wala na yung green card mo. Hindi naman ako na-layoff. So
you had to ride it off hanggang sa hanggang mawala yung condition ng green card mo.
I remember the day when lumampas na dun sa requirement, condition na I'm eligible to get a green card. Nag-resign ako the next day. Nag-resign ako. Sabi ng HR, oh, wait a minute, you have a green card. Sabi ko, the deadline was yesterday. So sila, oh, you're a smart guy.
Okay. Now, dun pa lang kumbaga parang yes, I love you, but I love my family more than you. Ganon ka na. So is it safe to say at that age, talagang klaro na sa'yo ang priorities?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that time, that was the same time I bought my first house. Kasi parang, sino ba yung tax preparer natin? Si
Jojo.
Si Jojo. Sabi niya, alam mo, dapat bumili ka na ng bahay.
Kasi laki-laki ng tax refund mo. Ang laki-laki ng binabayaran mo sa taxes.
Dapat may bahay ka na, di ba? Sabi niya. So, yun yung una ko. Sabi ko, nga, no, sige. So, that was the time I bought a house.
Right.
And it was a small house, but, it was perfect for a single family.
Now, I'll take you back again sa Pilipinas because right after matuto ka ng pag-code at pagsulat ng C#, Java, at kung ano-ano pa, bigla mo kaming iniwanan na sa band.
Oo nga, no? Nakalimutan.
As in, hindi ka apologetic. And sinabi mo, guys, may sasabihin ako sa inyo, I have to hang it up because I have to find a job. Kailangan ko na mag-work. Ang sinabi mo was, you have to sustain your livelihood kasi nung time na yun, you were with someone, may bahay ka, and you were doing that. And binigay mo sa amin si Kenneth Ilagan.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Siya po ang nagpakilala sa akin kay Kenneth Ilagan na naging gitarista ng The Dawn, ng Violent Playground, original na Saga, and all that.
Uy, nag-Violent Playground din ako.
Ikaw rin.
O bago kay Kenneth ba?
Nauna ka kay Kenneth.
Oo.
Yeah. So, yung mga part na yon, like, hindi mo kami iniiwanan sa ere. You'd go, pero may bibigay kang maganda naman sa amin.
Oh, dapat lang.
Parang gano'n. Like when you left Introvoys, binigay mo sa amin si Vic Carpio. So yung mga storya na, but you leave. You have no problem leaving. And ngayon, doon ko lang na-realize na you left us, me and the rest of the boys, and this was a band that we started to pursue something that would benefit you.
Are, sakit naman.
Pero ano yun Jett, I was just telling Michael Abad on the way here, sabi ko, you know what? I think tama yung nyo Kayo ang tama, ako ang mali. Because I've always put other people's needs first. Only to get shortchanged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure at the back of your mind, yes, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry I have to do this, but I'm really not sorry because I have to explain that part.
Okay. Like what I said earlier, magkakaibigan pa rin tayo, may nagbago.
Wala.
Diba? So quitting a band is hard, but you know that the friendship is stronger than just being in a band.
Right.
Diba? Di mawawala yun. So I knew that we would cross each other's paths again. Diba? Which happened.
Isang tawag-tawag lang natin sa isa't isa, andyan na tayo ulit. Diba?
Yeah. Pero yun na nga like, there will be times when you will have to prioritize and make a decision. And you have to pause and just think, ano ba yung priority? Diba? Ano yung kailangan na mangyari? Diba? Who needs you and who do you need to help out and what needs to be prioritized and what is good for everyone involved? Sino yung pinaka-importante sa buhay?
Right. So ngayon, which leads me to my next question. After leaving the whole band scene, magkasama tayo sa Amerika, now may sarili ka ng bahay, you're living your life and all that, biglang nung tinawagan kita para sumali sa Introvoys, bakit ka nag-oo?
Kasi okay na ako Kumbaga, I already felt that I've achieved.
Tumapboard ka na, parang ganon.
Parang nalagay ko na yung family ko sa magandang place, di ba? And I can now like do things that I've always wanted to, that I've enjoyed doing, which is playing playing in a band, making music. And syempre,
Magkasama tayo ulit, di ba?
I enjoy playing with you. I mean,
music ha, music.
Yeah. Ito yung co-writer.
Yeah.
So we really have the synergy when we
As in,
songs.
batuhan lang talaga ng ideas. May nabubuo tayo.
Magaling magsulat ng lyrics to eh. Ako yung mag-iisip ng melody, ng mga riffs, and then I'll record it and, Pax, lagyan mo naman ng lyrics to. Tapos pag linagyan na ng lyrics, parang, wow! Paano nagawa yan?
Paano mo nagawa yun? Yun ang banat doon. And yun nga ang nakakatuwa because when you're committed to a project, you really are committed to a project. Doon naman ako like kahit puyat tayo. And minsan nga, ngayong araw na to, ngayong minute na to, ko lang naiisip ilang beses ka may deadline, pero may ensayo tayo. Tapos minsan sa ensayo nagkwekwentuhan. Hindi mo minamadali yun. Minsan karay-karay mo pa si Gifana.
Yeah. Si Gifana, dinadala ko pa nung sa mga gigs natin.
Tapos naka-headphones pa siya para hindi siya mabingi. And naalala ko lahat yun. So, nung time na, and you were going through something in your life during those times as well, di ba? Kumbaga kami yung naging anchor mo nung time na yun eh. Pero, ang gusto ko malaman, now that you're not into music, do you think music will find you again? Is that something na you think you'll be going back on stage, or would there be another opportunity for that? Or
I think music is still part of me. Hindi talaga mawawala yun. It's just a matter of who I collaborate with. And now it's really mostly my daughter. I mean, almost every day we just listen to songs and then we jam together. Alam mo, papakita niya sa akin, Dad, look at this riff that I made on the piano, di ba? Tapos biglang sabayan ko ng gitara. Masaya na ako nun eh, di ba? Just watching her do all that, parang wow, I'm really amazed. And yung 3-year-old ko, I have a 3-year-old who really loves music also. Nakikijam sa amin. Alam mo yun, kahit wala sa tono, meron siyang laruan na flute. Di ba makikijam lang siya, meron siyang percussion. She'll just, it's funny because I think she feels na normal lahat yung may mga gitara ka sa wall, may mga piano ka. I think she thinks that's normal.
Right.
And we brought her to Disneyland for the first time. We brought her to the Disney store to look for something, $1 or whatever. Ang pinili niya drums. So parang sa lahat ng mga pipiliin niya. Di ba?
That's me. That's Tito Paco.
Yeah, so it's really built into her and to my kids. And I really, para sa akin, hindi mawawala yun. I'll be there coaching them. Like si Gifana, di ba? I know very few parents who would enroll their kids to an art school.
Right.
Art.
Kailangan business, kailangan.
So, I fully support her. Like, I saw already that she was very talented in music. So, ima-maximize ko yun. Hindi ko iisipin na, dapat hobby mo lang yan. Dapat mag-focus ka sa business, di ba? Galingan mo yung academics mo. Tapos, yung music, secondary na. Hindi ganun eh. Gusto ko...
Naiiyak ako. Galing.
Di ba? Kasi, like, we should know that already. Yeah. Because, if I had to go back, di ba, and choose really what I wanted to do, I would go all out. And,
right.
And, just maximize my talent, di ba? So yung mga anak natin, sino yung magsasabi sa kanila noon, di ba?
Tayo.
Tayo, di ba? And nakikita mo from an early age, di ba? From baby hanggang teen, makikita mo kung ano talaga yung skills nila, di ba? Ano yung passion nila. So nakita ko kay Gifana, okay, talagang may potential talaga to. Di ba? And two things nasa isip mo, hobby lang ba to or, di ba? Or
yun, yung part na yun. Pag naisip mo, hobby lang ba to or talagang kakaririn niya, did you and your daughter sit down and really have an eye-to-eye, face-to-face, heart-to-heart conversation? Anak, ano ba to? Because
sabi ko sa kanya,
kasi pera mo tong gagamitin eh.
sabi ko sa kanya, do you really enjoy music? Kasi if you're a musician, you really have to face reality, di ba? Medyo mahirap. It's not like, it's not easy.
Diretso mo na, hindi kasi steps programmer. So, huwag mo isipin nakikita ka na katulad ng kinikita ko ha.
Hindi, sabi ko, as a musician, you have to work hard also. Right. Diba? May competition dyan.
Marami.
You have to be the best at what you do. You really have to stand out. Especially if you're, auditioning or you're presenting, something, a song or whatever. You have to be unique. You
really had the talk talaga.
And then sabi ko naman, but if you think that you want to do this just on the side, but focus on, sabihin na, bringing up ko yung do you want to do programming? Like I can teach you. So there was a time na tinuruan ko siya.
Okay.
Tinuruan ko siya na HTML, JavaScript.
Yeah.
Nag-enjoy naman siya. Pero mukhang mas nag-enjoy naman siya sa music, di ba? So sabi niya, I think I want to do like music. I really want to, so nag-voice lesson siya, nag-piano lessons, until mag-high school na siya, di ba? So sabi namin, okay, do you want to go to this high school, which is just the city high school, or do you want to go to an art school where they really teach you conservatory?
So binigyan mo ng choice yung anak mo.
Siyempre pinili niya yung
Of course, doon tayo sa art school.
Hindi.
Oh.
Kasi na yung mga kaibigan niya na dun sa So mahirap yung at her age, she will choose of course where her friends are, diba?
Okay.
Pero ayun na naman. I presented to her, okay, you want to go to a good music college, diba? And where do these colleges look for students? They look for those students in art schools, di ba? Kasi doon magagaling yung mga di ba? So, una hindi pa niya niya mag-grasp yan kasi syempre at her age mga kaibigan niya yung gusto niyang kasama, di ba? But sinabi ko yung eventually she agreed and she said, Dad, ngayon sinasabi niya, Dad, thanks for putting me in that school. Kasi
so
lahat ng mga nakakausap ko dun sa school ko, katulad ko. Like, yung mga music na meron siya mga playlist, di ba? Pinaparinig niya sa akin every day. Sabi niya, my friends are, they love listening to my playlist and we just love sharing music together.
Right.
So, marami siyang kapareho dun, which is good for her. And she said that probably if I went with the other high school, siguro mas mahihirapan ako, di ba?
Now, so ikaw, would you go back to school? Like habang sinasabi mo to kay Jeffana and ang dami mo na rin investment sa buhay, you're building your portfolio. Do you see yourself going back to school for further studies? Kasi ikaw yung tipong ganun na pag may natipuhan ka, lalaliman mo talaga yung sarili mo at pag-aaralan mo yun eh.
Yeah, well, not really school. Ayoko na mag-aaral lang.
Okay.
But I would, which is still, as a software engineer, I constantly have to keep, learning new things, di ba? And ang bilis kasi ng technology eh. Di ba? Like ngayon maraming mga cloud systems, di ba? Like right. all that. Pinag-aaralan ko.
And you're doing apps na ngayon, di ba?
Yeah.
Nagka-customize ka na ng apps.
Yeah, I build apps, mobile apps, websites, and whatever. Pero, yun nga, it's a learning. Ang tanong sa akin ng asawa ko, hanggang kailan mo gagawin yan?
Yun ang next question ko. Finonian sa akin ni Mai yun eh. Shoutout nga pala kay Mai, yung misis mo. Sabi, tanong mo hanggang kailan niya gagawin yun. Ano yun, Mai? Okay. So hanggang kailan mo nga gagawin yan?
Hindi ko alam eh. I really enjoy coding eh. Pero yun na nga, as you grow older, hindi, di ba, hindi ka na kasing bilis ng mga batang...
So, pero yung, anong sinasabing bilis? Sa pagtatype o sa pag-iisip?
Siyempre sa pagtatype din. Hindi, siyempre, sa pag-iisip, at saka mas marami silang oras mag-aral, di ba? Mas marami silang oras na mag-practice, mag-code.
I was looking at the source code, no? Sa kasi tinuruan mo ako na tingnan mo yung source code, tingnan mo yung backend.
Mabilis matuto to.
So, ganoon mo. So, tinitingnan ko. And then, pumapasok sa isip ko, because when I look at drum notations, I can play that eh. Tinitingnan ko yung mga ubas-ubas, I can play that. Is it the same thing when you look at the source code and it's a language that you comprehend? Just looking at it ba, alam mo na kagad kung, nakikita mo na yung GUI, yung graphic user interface interpretation ng code na tinitingnan mo o hindi?
Yeah, dalawang klase yun eh. There's the presentation like HTML, diba? Looking at the HTML.
Yung front end na yun, diba?
Yun yung
nakikita
diba?
ng tao.
Yung design.
Yes.
But there's the logic part, which is like yung algorithm.
Yes.
Diba? Yun, nakikita ko kung ano yung, just by looking at it, kung ano yung magiging output. So may input, output.
Woo! Oh my God. And paano ang comprehension nun? Paano ka gumagaling doon? Repetition?
I guess it's just so kung mahilig ka sa logic, like yung, di ba, yung if A equals B,
Yes.
and B equals C, di ba, A equals C. Yung mga ganun, just reasoning.
Yeah.
Kung pilosofo ka.
Abstract reasoning. Yung mga ganun.
Kung pilosofo ka, you'll enjoy that. But it takes practice also kasi but if you learn a programming language, you'll easily pick up, others. So if you learn, for example, Java, and then later on you join a company na hindi Java yung requirement nila, like C#.
Right.
Madali ka lang mag-adjust. Kasi pare-pareho lang yung iba lang yung syntax, but the patterns are the same.
So hanggang kailan mo nga gagawin yan?
Hindi ko alam. Pero yun na nga, siguro soon. I'll give it like 5 years more.
Kasi pumasok ka na rin sa real estate, di ba?
Yung asawa ko, siya yung mahilig sa bahay.
Okay.
So she likes, setting up houses and things like that. Galit sa coding yan, sa computer. So one time, I remember, sinama ko siya sa parang isang
Convention.
project.
Project. Okay.
Oh, after a day, nag-quit. Hindi naman siya magko-code, di ba? Sabi ko lang, kumuha ka lang ng requirements. Tapos, nag-quit ka agad.
Is this a company, sa kumpanya mo, yung Claymine?
Yeah,
Is that still around?
Yeah. So it's still there. It's not that active anymore. It's not as active as it
But you
used to
still
be.
customize, like people can still go to the website and
Pag pa rin.
Okay.
But yeah, sinali ko siya doon, and then she quit like after a day. Di niya ma-take. But yeah, I'd give it like 5 years more, and
focus ka na sa real estate.
parang hindi bagay sa akin yun.
Pero parang like ikaw, so meron kayong investment property, you have your house also and all that, and projects in the work. Hindi mo ba nakikita sarili mo na pwede ka bumili ng bahay at ipa-Airbnb mo at ipa-upahan mo na lang and just call it a day and spend time with your family? Do you do this programming because it still gives you a rush, or
Para outlet ko yun eh. Hindi nga maintindihan ng mga tao eh. Sasabihin ng asawa ko, bakit ka nagtatrabaho? Late na.
Exactly.
Pero nakaka-ano sa akin yun eh, nakaka-relax. Weird, no?
Yes.
Pero it helps me, like, just solving mga, parang crossword puzzle. Parang
So addict ka, in other words. Aminin.
Parang ganun. Parang crossword puzzle kasi yan.
Yeah.
Like solving problems. Like, you're given a problem. Like ako, I always think about anong app kaya yung pwede kong gawin.
Alam mo kung anong gusto ko sa'yo? By the way, si G3 people, halimbawa, tinignan niya yung proseso mo. And correct me if I'm wrong, ang nasa utak niya, if you have 10 steps to get to one destination at kaya niya paikliin ng pinaka-konting steps, yun ang gagawin mo di ba?
Yeah. Gusto ko yun eh. I just love solving problems para mapadali yung buhay mo, di ba? Yun talaga yung, hili ko talaga yun eh.
And okay, so 5 years of binigay, hindi natin pag-usapan kayo mag-asawa, but you guys are an ideal couple. you're in a blended family. I mean, natutuwa ako sa that you finally found the one. Ang ito mabait pa nga po ako sa kanya, hindi ko na.
Okay.
Kaya kinakabahan.
Parang ngayon, okay na nga ako. Kanina nanginginig ako eh. Pero okay na. Kaya ka ba medyo easy ka lang?
Easy lang ako sa ikaw naman.
Okay.
I love kita, alam mo naman yun. Because I want people to see that people may think that the academe made you, pero hindi. You made yourself. And people may say, wala kasi ako pang-aral eh. Wala kasi ako pang ganito. Pero hearing your story, hindi ka naghanap ng excuse. Gumawa ka ng paraan. 'Di ba? What could have been an expensive college tuition expense, ginawan mo ng paraan, and yung return on investment mo is, I'd say, 100-folds ng gastos na ginastos mo to gain the knowledge that you have. To the people who are out there finding excuses sa buhay nila, anong advice mo?
You know, the best thing na mabibigay sa inyo ng parents mo is really, one of that is yung education, di ba? So,
pero time out. Hindi naman magulang mo nagbigay ng software engineering education mo, ikaw na yun eh. Pero ano yung education na
pero nakatulong naman siya somehow,
of course.
Diba?
Pero is it safe to say na ang nabigay nila is yung rudiments of the importance of an education?
Yun medyo debatable yun kasi yun nga yung
lalo na pag pinanonood nila to, baka mamaya question Paco, that's not how it happened.
Okay, I guess there are cases na importante. Like sa software engineering, you'll be surprised, maraming mga walang degree rin doon,
right.
Diba? They're just self-taught. But I guess sa sarili ko ay yung driving force talaga nun was to be able to get somewhere, to be able to buy what you want, or to be able to just be independent.
Means to an end, parang ganon.
Oo. Kasi yun na nga eh, dahil sa mga nangyari, nagkasakit yung sister ko, and yun nga, I didn't want to burden my parents. Talagang naging driving force ko talaga yung I really have to do something to, you know, to earn a living.
Have you arrived?
Hindi pa rin eh. Kasi yun na nga eh, pag it will there comes a point where you have to tell yourself ano ba yung yun nga, like what you're asking, have you arrived there? Hindi pa rin kasi of course marami pa ring expenses, di ba? Until na siguro mabayaran mo yung mga utang and all that, then probably yes. But as long as you're still paying, you know, for stuff, para mahirap pa rin. Kailangan mo magtrabaho. Syempre, di ba? Ayaw mo na gusto mo na mag-retire.
Yes,
diba?
yes.
Like that.
Pero what makes you sleep comfortably at night?
What makes me sleep comfortably, I guess, just knowing that your kids are safe and your kids are happy, you're able to provide. Yun yung, di ba? Family talaga. Family.
And last advice sa mga taong gusto mag-abroad pero takot.
Gusto mag-abroad pero takot. Bakit sila takot?
Maraming reasons.
Well, I guess kung gusto niya talaga, I mean ako, yung number one reason ko talaga was the experience, di ba? I really wanted to, you know, life is short. So if you want adventure, if you want to go somewhere else and just experience what it's like living in another place, go for it, di ba? Medyo parang, how do you get there? Yun yung tanong eh, di ba? How you get there? And ako, kasi nung time na yun, yung time natin, nurses and programmers yung nakakapag-abroad, di ba? So
pati yung naisip mo yun, no?
Oh.
So talagang you're chess player ka, talaga you may foresight ka.
Hindi, pero ano talaga, like what I said, nag-self-study ako because there was a need, di ba? I really wanted to do that for my studio.
Yeah.
Nagkataon lang na in-demand din siya, di ba? And dito kasi sa States, you know, people don't want to do the nitty-gritty stuff, yung mga mahirap.
Kasi na finished product na.
Oo. So, you'll be surprised if you're a mechanic, if you're a plumber, if you know how to do all that, you'll be rich here. You'll be, you know, you'll be well off here.
Any regrets?
Any regrets? Wala naman. Ano lang, yun nga, if I had not been too impulsive and if I had made better decisions, siguro yung naipon ko wouldn't go like towards mga annulment, divorce, and all that stuff.
Magkaiba po yun na yung annulment at saka yung divorce.
Annulment, Pilipinas. Divorce dito. So, napagdahan ako na po yung lahat.
Happy? Happy?
Ano happy?
Ikaw?
Oh, happy. Ngayon, happy. Of course, happy. I mean, all those happened for a reason, di ba? I mean, yun na nga eh. Like, doon mo makikita talaga kung ano yung weakness mo eh. If there has been a pattern, 'di ba? Sabihin natin failed relationships or financial problems or you know whatever relational problems and you find that there's a pattern. Yun na nga eh. One advice lang. Yun yung binigay sa akin ng therapist ko. Have a checklist, 'di ba? Yung checklist na yon, sinusundan mo ba yan? And yun. So after learning it the hard way, yun, natuto na akong gumawa ng checklist.
Sinusunod mo ba yung checklist mo?
Minsan.
Ladies and gentlemen, G3 Misa! Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to check the links in the description. We'll post that para po you can visit his page and kayo na po pala mag-interview sa kanya. We'll be back for another episode.